like to welcome back our brother, our extraordinary mentor, Bean. Meanwhile, my body balance is leaking. And, yeah, David, what can I say? We are so blessed to have you in our community. Truly. Personally, my personal take is that this is all divinely orchestrated.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. And it's amazing. If you have been in Life Force for a while and you just check on some of the significant things that have happened and look at the significant people involved, my take is that these people arrive at the right time for the right reasons. The leadership, the company, the owners, and now David. So please, I know, David, you've got this thing about applause, but let's give it up for the negative ions. Give it up for David.
He's a cool cat. Yep. Mirrored those neurons, didn't we?
Got him clicking around.
Well, since my arms have left me, found a place to dwell. Stand at the end of Sexy Street to the Binu Hotel. Contact lens, so I didn't have to wear these glasses today, and I couldn't find them. I put them in a safe place, which means I'll never find them. I see that all the time. Oh, I've got stuff hidden all over the world. Like that blind squirrel that's good at bearing the nuts, but they never go back and find them anywhere. Oh.
You'll find it when you get home.
Yeah, I don't have a home. I'm on the road, so. Hey, you know, anybody tired here? No. Well, I am. And we have a 7:30 meeting in the morning to prepare for our day. And, you know, I texted Annie and said, Annie, I'm really tired. I couldn't get my head to wake up. I couldn't get my body to get out of bed. No, I wasn't drinking last night. I think I had one, what was it, what was that called?
Ginger ass. Ginger ass. Ginger ass.
Thank you. Ginger my ass. No. Ginger beer or something like that, wasn't it? Or I don't know. But anyways, just really tired but when I got to the meeting, everybody was almost like, we're sorry you're going to die today, David. It was like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, I'm just tired. That's okay. But I tell you something, when I stand up here, your energy, your belief, your expectancy, it pulls something out of me, even if it's a bad song. So I thank you for that. Oh, some True Boost, wonderful, thank you. Today, you know what I need? I forgot to bring my little form. Can I get one of those? And are we going to put this up on the projector, guys, or is that what we're going to do? Or not that we need to. I guess everybody has this. It's just hard for me to say, go to this thing, fourth line down, fifth column in. If we could, this would be great. Until then, I will move on to this. I am not going to give you the schemer version of the success kit plan today, because quite honestly, I will have at least 3/4 of you sleeping. 10% into the details. Here's the thing. This is what people really need to get about comp plans. They pay you whether you understand it or not.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't have to manipulate anything. You don't have to follow up anything. All you have to do is do what you do, and the money will come. And maybe even the screen. Mark, man of many gifts. He's not one of himself. Thank you, bro. Man, y'all better be excited that these two brothers right here are moving. I only have one problem with this meeting today. There's not enough color here.
We're gonna work on it.
No, we're not going to work on it. It's happening.
It's happening.
Let me tell you something. Unless you can penetrate the Latino, the African American, the Asian, and some of these other cultures of color, you're not going to have a successful team. You better thank God that Brian, our new marketing guy, he is fully bilingual in Espanol. We're going to rock this thing. But we got to take it out beyond the Crackerville. Sorry. I can say whatever I want to. I'm tired. Now, I've been told I'm so white that I glow in the dark. I was 22 years old and I made the mistake. I used to be a man of great faith and great prayer. I don't know. I used to think I was such a great Christian. I suck as a Christian, because I'm just a bad boy that's trying to make things right, And I was 22 years old, and I had some heroes in my life. One business hero was a network marketing company owner who ended up becoming a billionaire, and I knew him before he was that, and met him when he was doing meetings in a high school auditorium expecting about 500 people, and about 25 people showed up. And all of the top producers were there, about 25 of us in all. And most of those people became very wealthy, and he became a billionaire. And he was a man that didn't have a lot of hair on his head. In fact, he pretty much had none, except right here. Now, this was back in the early 80s. When if you didn't have hair there, you just made up for it here. You look like a mop that got stuck in a hole someplace, the stuff got pulled out the end, and you got all this stuff hanging down, but he didn't do that. He kept his hair really short. Now that's cool, but back then it wasn't cool. It was like long hair and what did we call those things back then? Mullets. They had them. Their whole head was a mullet. Had nothing but a big mullet a lot of times. There was a lot of angst about this among men, and all the crazy stuff. And now I'm so glad that we wear whatever we wear it as it is. But we didn't always have that, did we got some energy in this room. But anyways, I was 22 years old. There's some people that went gray prematurely in my family that I really admired, some of my family heroes. And I was 22 years old, and I prayed, I want to be like them. And I didn't know that this had nothing to do with it. But I prayed, God, 22 years old, God, make me bald or make me gray.
And you got white.
2 weeks later, I went to my former girlfriend's salon. She cut my hair. We were high school sweethearts. She practiced on me in school, and she knew this stuff, right? We were good buddies, and I went into her salon. There's all these women in there doing their thing, and I was the only guy in there. And she starts cutting my hair, and she screamed. And she's not someone given to a lot of, screaming. It's not with, no, never mind. Sorry. Just kidding. That song had a little bit too much power for some of you. Just gotta calm down a little bit. She screamed and she said, "Oh my God, David, your hair is going gray. I got my first patch of gray right back there, I guess, hiding from everybody but her." And I thought, wow, that's really weird, Kathy, because I just prayed 2 weeks ago. And so, but what happened is, I guess I did have some good faith here, because it just took over everything. I'm like this white guy, But then my spiritual mentors were all black men, right? And they took me under their wing. I owe a debt of gratitude to the African American community for saving my life. I'm telling you where I would be right now had they not come into my life. I'd be somewhere in some prison, locked up, still. And I'd be great, but I wouldn't be this guy. And we've got to get people of color in our business. I didn't get up here to say this, but this is not something we need to work on. This isn't something that we need to try. You need to just do it. You need to do this. We've got to have a representation of our entire world in life force, so we're not going to get the world. Are you good with that? I didn't do this to stall, but it worked out kind of well. Thank you, Scott. This is great. I can just walk over and point. Man. This is incredible. And maybe what I'll do is I'll just have you go right or left. When I say right, that means pull this screen over a little bit. If you could maybe, well, that's pretty small. I don't want to. You'll have your sheet in front of you. I just want to show you where I'm at. So if you can just zoom this out a little bit. Well, just zoom it out so we can see this.
Oh, that's me. Hang on.
Well, not that. This. Right
Yeah.
Here. You.
Yeah.
In the computer. Who's got the computer, please? There we go. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Now just scroll it over, Manfred, if you wouldn't mind. You don't need to see the numbers. All you need to see is, oh, I see. I'm so sorry. Perfect. You just need to see on your own sheet where I'm talking. That's all. Is everybody feeling good? Yeah! Man, your energy is waking me up, making me feel better. I'm good to go. This is awesome. This is a world changer. This is something I'm very excited about. We're good. Maybe, yeah, that's fine. That's all we need right there. That's good. Well, no, a little, yeah. Make it 95 right there.
110.
Oh. They don't need to see these numbers. Just put the whole thing in. I just need them. Bring it down to 100. That's perfect. 100 is great. Yes. They just need to know where to look on their own piece of paper. That's it. So I don't have to say third column, 22nd line. I'm confusing enough as it is. Okay. Not going to bother you with this. Y'all get this, right?
Right.
We're waiting for a word back from John Shulin about whether, if somebody buys this kit right here, if they are a bronze, if it counts for their own personal volume. And based upon Margie and Ian and Alex and John, I'm quite certain if that's the way we want it to be, so shall it be. Because they want us to have this for us. They make their money at the company level regardless. They're paying out all of this money. Right? You understand? They're not holding a thing back from you. There's no such thing as breakage in this plan. It doesn't exist. This is all paid out, so this is about what we want. I think it would be great if people could get started, business builders could get started as a bronze, right? Yeah. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't mean anything to you, but for those of you that say, wouldn't you like people to be able to start as a bronze? Okay, thank you. All right, so this is the multi-pass system.
Multi-pass.
Well, it's actually the success kit plan, but what kind of a comp plan is it?
Multi-pass.
Okay, the most important thing for you to realize is that there are several passes, meaning that our system goes through and looks for who it's going to pay, but it doesn't do it all at once. Now this, for those of you who don't understand programming, shouldn't mean a thing to you, and that's okay. But for those of you who want to be able to explain the comp plan, you need to understand why somebody got paid what they did. You need to understand the multi-pass process. What it does is it goes through, looks for exact matches, comes back through, looks for next closest matches, and this process of going through multiple passes, and it might make anywhere from 20, I think we saw, I can't remember what the number was, it seemed like we had like 23 passes in our test runs on actual downlines, people's downlines, and what it would pay out. And it just keeps doing this, and the reason why, there's shortcuts that you can take in programming. The problem is all the money starts getting bunched up. An upline doesn't get it, the right people down here don't get it, and somebody walks away with a bunch of money in their pocket. They might be the people that haven't done anything in a long time. They haven't contributed to any of the health or the growth of this person coming into the business. And those people are just going, well, thank you. I'm actually in another company playing around with another comp plan, but I'll take that money, thank you very much. And that's not right, is it?
No.
No, we want this to be fair. This is the fairest, most ethical, most powerful thing I've seen. It's so elegant. And so this is how it works. The very first pass, and I'm just going to talk about these, right? This one. It all works the same. You'll notice that over here, if it's, this didn't line up. I don't know what happened to this. Oh, this is the Australian thing. We really probably.
Has anybody got the new one?
No, it's got
all the US stuff. Number cost.
Yeah, but two columns back is US number.
It's New Zealand, by the way.
Okay.
Well, except the US number is the first column.
Okay, as long as you guys are good.
It's all there.
So you notice if it's a success kit, you know the 3-pack. After the original bonuses, all the bonuses, no matter who's getting them, are how much?
$6.
If it's an executive success kit, the 6-pack, what's everybody get, no matter what their rank is? 12. And
18.
Isn't that elegant? No BV. Don't have to pull out your calculator to say, okay, I sold this much, but there's this much BV, and I get a percentage of this BV, and by the time you get done, you're so tired, and you realize you made $18. I'm like, well, why don't we just say you're going to get paid $18?
Yeah.
You know, isn't that a novel idea? So, you know, the idea is you don't want someone to come into network marketing and need an MLM PhD to be able to do this business. You make $18, you make $6 or $12. But here's what the first pass does. The first pass says, well, first of all, let me say, this is based on the enroller tree, not the sponsorship tree. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay, and somebody help me out because I'm not super familiar with the nuances of the traditional Life Force plan. But you can have, in network marketing, there's two types of things. There's enroller and there's sponsor. In other words, I could recruit Jim. He's my friend. I enroll him. But I say, you know what, Jim, it's not the best place for you to be right next to me. It doesn't work out good for you or for me. You need more upline support than just me. There's some people that I'm working with that you will help them, and then they will in turn support you. And I'm going to place you, or let them be your sponsor. I'm going to be the enroller. I don't know what you call it here. Placement sponsor. Okay, so that's the difference. If you place somebody underneath them and you don't make them the enroller, they're not going to see a dime from this, from Jim, right? If you enroll them and stick them down there, they're waiting for their $18 check to come. It's never going to come. It follows the enroller tree. Okay, so look at in the enroller tree alone, if you include the enroller, it can go 25 levels deep.
Yay.
You know why leaders are clapping their hands? Because when you've got 4 levels of payout, including your infinity bonus that goes almost to infinity, I'd say at least the 4th or 5th level. Sorry, picking on it, aren't I? This is going to carry some money deep. So if you're sitting on the fence full time, of going full time, Mark, and you've got some people underneath you that are blowing and going, and you've trained up leaders, and you're off, you worked really hard to get some momentum in that leg, and you've got stacks of, different levels underneath you. All the money's not going to be gobbled up by the time you're thinking about going full time and you're working really hard and seeing no real money, right? Because it's being gobbled up at all the lower levels. Or it's shooting past you in some other type of compensation plan that you're not quite qualified for yet. This is saying, look, everybody's going to get a piece of this pie to the best of our abilities. We could say 1,000 levels, but who wants to get, $1? Right? So at some point, nothing's perfect, because there's so much money to pay out on a kid. It's on this one, it's $711. So the enroller on the VIP Success Kit is going to make $279. Now, do they have to purchase a kit to make that?
No.
Thank you. You guys were listening yesterday. You were so incredible. Okay, so $279. You got somebody that's saying, man, I don't have a lot of money right now, but I got friends, and I've got energy, and I'm ready to get after this thing. I'm going to do 2 home meetings this week in my home, and anybody that signs up then, I'm going to get each of them to do 2, so I'm doing 4 next week. No thank you, upline, don't need your help. I've got this. I'm going to make a living from this, and they're determined that they're going to personally sell 20 of these things in their first 30 days. Mike and Krista, by the way, how many people did you personally sponsor between the 2 of you in your first 30 days of catching the fire? What happened? How many people?
43, and half of them were over 225 PV.
There you go. So listen, this is not abnormal activity for people that are serious. When the fire's there and the system's working, signing up 10, 20 people, especially get a network marketer in your business that's been waiting for the right company to come along, and they've been saving their hot leads and their downline members, from a thing they quit 3 years ago, and they're all wondering what's next. You get some of those cats in, they might sell 10, 20, 30, 40 their first month. So what happens if somebody sells 10 of these VIP packs in their first 30 days? How much do they make?
$2,790.
That'll help somebody out just a little bit, won't it?
Yeah.
If they sold 20, what do they make?
There you go.
$5,000.
$300.
$5,000.
Almost $5,600. Most people could probably go full time on that.
Yep.
They don't even have to be a great network marketer yet. They don't have to know anything about team building. Listen, promoters often are not great at follow-up. They will sign people up, throw them against the wall like a piece of spaghetti to see if they stick. And if they stick, they're good. Thank you very much. If they fall down, they go, see you later, you weren't good spaghetti anyway. So no worries. This is where the nurturers and the teachers come in and say, okay, promoter and schemers, let us help you keep these people in the game just a little bit longer than yesterday. And but you need to say to those people, run, 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 fellas, run! Shake off those shackles and those braces and just run. Remember the movie?
Yeah.
He started running. That crippled way of thinking, that metaphor that writer put into that book, is he was shaking his crippled mind, his way of viewing himself, and he ran. He did it. When he ran, he became somebody better than he was in his head prior to that. And these promoters have a stigma in their mind that they always lose their team. They're great at bringing them in, but they're just as great helping them out the back door. Nurtures. You got a promoter, do not tell them to start training their people and spending more time working with their people. You're their upline, you get behind them and do that stuff, right? Because you're going to get paid. If you get enough promoters doing that, listen, sister, your world changes overnight, right, Christine? This works. So, you do not have to buy anything to get this, but if you got somebody that says, I'm serious, and they said, I've got people, and they sign up 2 people in their first couple of days, you better jump all over them like white on rice. You better say,
When is that paid to?
it's paid weekly. So if you do in their first week 2 whole meetings, and you do their 2-minute warning, and they're excited, and they're just, you know, you gotta come, this is exciting, we're changing the world, this is awesome, what's in it? It's life-saving stuff in it, come on over! Right? And they get 50 people, I've done this with promoters. I go to their house thinking, you know, 10, 15 people, there's 50, 60 people in a room. Standing room only. The 2-minute warning in that room alone was thousands of people in leads. Right? Thousands. I mean, people having over 100. You know, you got 50 people in there and they're doing that kind of stuff. It's amazing what happens, and the promoters know what to do with those leads. They're not slow thinkers, and if a strategist is there, put those 2 together, oh my God, talk about fire, it's a friggin' inferno. Right? They're running. So can you imagine somebody doing something like that, maybe selling if you help them understand? We don't want you to overbuy. If you think you're only going to move 3 in the next 30 days, then buy 3. Or maybe buy 6 just in case you're a little better than you think you are. You know, but if you're really serious about this, you better have enough to keep cycling. You know, Joe and Mary's say I want product. You better have 2 shift packs right there to give them. And if there's 4 more like them and you only have 9, and you need 10, you got a problem. It's an inventory problem, right? Better have some real-time inventory strategies in your marketing business. You better have those kits there. And we're teaching people this, right? And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them. So you better, based upon your business plan, I recommend this. If they give you well, I might show up to a boot camp this month. Yeah, let's get together sometime in the next 30 days and do some calls. Which one of these packs do you sell them? 3. That's it. Do yourself a favor, them a favor. They're probably going to whine and complain for the rest of your life, or they're going to charge it back. And they're going to keep their money if they're selling them. The company can't even charge it back, and you know, everybody's out. You know, just don't oversell these things. We're good with that, right? Everybody knows that again. Okay. But now we've got somebody in there, and they're putting people in this meeting, and you give somebody in their first month. Oh, the first month. What if they did that the first week? What if they did 20 their first week? What would they make their first week? $5,700. $5,580. Their first week. How many of you are looking for some promoters? Hello. Hello. Well, that just was not a real exciting yes. Are you convinced? Can you get promoters and schemers in your business?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to come testimony time. You get one of those that's fresh, not from 10 years ago, not from last year, but from yesterday or last week.
Yeah.
And they go, this is my check. I joined last week, and this weekend, a week and some days later, they're like, I made $6,000 last week.
Woo!
Who's in?
Yeah!
What happens to those 50 people in the room?
They're all in.
Where do I sign? And what does that person make that week? Another $5,000, $6,000. Their first month in the business, they cleared $10,000. That's how network marketing is supposed to work, guys. This is not spending money or grocery money. This is set your family and set yourself free kind of money.
Yes.
That's what you want, right?
Yes.
Okay. These are not consumption packs. Say that.
These are not consumption packs.
I don't buy these to get a good deal on my own swallowing of the BNU products. Don't you dare eat your inventory. Buy your own stuff for inventory, but well, you know, I want to have a party, but I'd like to have some more. How many people are you going to have at your party? Well, I've got 10 committed. How many are showing up? 5. And I need some. So can I eat one of these? And my wife, can she eat one of these?
No.
What do you say to them?
No.
No, that's your inventory. Don't you dare eat your inventory. You know what costs this country a whole lot of money? Is employees eating the company's inventory. Taking it in their own pocket or eating it or drinking it. You think, well, that's no big deal. McDonald's can afford it. Not the guy that owns the McDonald's franchise is only making $100,000 a year and spent $3 million or $4 million to get the restaurant in debt. Right? We think, oh, that's okay. No, it's not okay to him. He's working his honey off. So listen, do you eat your inventory?
No.
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 You get your own stuff. That's your inventory. Right?
Yes.
Okay, we got that. We're clear. You guys are good today. You're hot. I smell smoke. I'm thinking that maybe we might have some fire. Don't bring out the black preacher in me. You know, this cracker got a little black preacher in him, right?
Oh, yeah.
You heard it. Oh, buddy. I'll tell you why. Okay. So that's that. They don't need the kit. They don't need to buy one to get that. They could be dead broke. And they have 50 people show up in their thing, and 40 of them decide to buy a 9-pack because they think this person's so friggin' on fire. The person walks away with, I don't know, what is 4 times 20? $12,000. Let's just call it somewhere around there. And, you know, they said, I didn't have the money to buy a pack yesterday.
And now I
Well, buddy, I can tell that I'm going to need about 8 of those 9-packs now because I am on fire. Right? Don't you dare show up to a home meeting without product sitting on the table right there.
ready to go.
Put it in their hand.
And then
Let them taste it. Let them smell it. And say, is this mine or yours? Maybe not just like that, but you know what I mean. They'll take away. This stuff is mine. Okay, so they got the money now. They're off and running. They're doing okay. They made 12 grand the first month. Not a bad deal. Okay, these two right here are really important for you to understand. These are not rank-based, even though this says or first, SK bronze, or silver. And I'll explain that a little bit. I don't want to get too far into the details. But this one, in order to be qualified for this, you do have to have purchased a kit. Something that I failed to mention yesterday. If you have ordered a simple Dream Launch kit since October 1st, the thing says November 1st, our leader said, can we move it to October 1st, back a month, because our first boot camp was in October. If you have purchased one, you're qualified. If you buy a kit, you're buying it to have product on hand, not to qualify. We clear on that?
Okay.
And that's good until October 1st or September 30th of this year. If you're buying a pack, you're buying it because you want to be new packs on inventory, not because you're trying to qualify. We just felt like that was fair because we had so many people during our building phase of this development phase of our boot camps that were just believing and showing up and buying kits, and you know, we were trying to dial this thing in and get it right, and they had faith and they put their sweat equity in and they put their skin in the game, you know, and we just want to make sure that you guys know that you're covered as far as getting paid. You don't need to buy a kit for that reason. Are you good? And but you might need a kit for inventory reasons, so that's good, you know. But listen, so I throw that in, that grandfathering thing is going to last for current members only, and if they buy one now, it's not going to work for them. It was June 1st. We just had to cut that thing off, and that's it. So, anyways, but this is really important. When it says second level qualified upline, what that means is in the enroller tree. So, Jim, you're sponsored by Manfred, or enrolled by Manfred. And you sell Joanne a kit. You make the enroller bonus. You're the first in line in the enroller tree. Okay? You enroll her. You're level number 1. Level number 2 is the person who enrolled you, Manfred. Follow me?
Yep.
It doesn't matter what rank they are. They could be A3 as long as they purchased a kit of some sort. Doesn't matter. They believe in the system. They're doing this thing. They're going to get paid whatever amount they're going to. And it's going to do that through 2 levels. So the enroller above, or the person who enrolled the enroller, and the person that enrolled that person. They're going to get it, regardless of their rank. Doesn't matter. It could be a crown diamond. Could be they just joined last week and A3 or whatever, right?
David?
So, yeah.
Manfred, it doesn't matter if he buys a 3 kit or a 9 kit. Is that correct?
No, it doesn't matter.
So if he buys a 3 kit, but Jim sells a 9 kit, he gets paid the 18 bucks.
Doesn't matter. We're not doing any arm twisting with this thing. This is all based upon your needs and how you need to build your business. This is not, let's see how we can twist your arm to get some money out of you for the upline of the company. That's not why we're doing this. So thank you, Thomas. But anyways, that's really helpful. Now, if you happen to be in the first pass, let's say you are a diamond or a platinum or a gold or something. If you're the second level enroller, you're going to get this. In the first pass, let's say, well, you're the first qualified upline after the enroller. You bought a kit. You're in the system. Good. We don't care what rank you are. You're going to get this. Then it's going to start looking for ranks after it pays those 2 levels. So what it's going to do, put down your pens for just a moment, please. You need to see this. You need to have your full, put your tangerine. Put it back there. Now it's going to start looking for ranks. It's going to say between Jim, who's the enroller, after Jim, it's going to say, and after these 2 people, it clears those people out, it's going to say that it's going to find an exact match. Not a close match, not like compression in your current system. This is an exact match. Is this person paid as a bronze in the previous month's business period? Or this month, do they have enough volume if they're brand new to qualify as a bronze? Then that person will get the bronze bonus. If there isn't one, it sets it aside. This is the really interesting thing to pay attention to. If there isn't on the first pass an exact match, it puts it in a little pile of bonuses that it's going to pay out on future passes. And all of these passes happen in a fraction of a second. It's not like it takes 3 weeks to figure this out. I mean, like that, and it's done. Okay? So, if there isn't a bronze, it's going to put it in kind of an escrow thing for just a split second until it makes all of the passes. So let's say there's no bronze. We get to the silver. Says, there's no silver in that particular line. What rank are you? 3-star? Yeah. So 3-star. Jim, let's say you're what? Huh? Okay, I'm going to promote you diamond. Sweet. So score. So it looks like it's going to look for this. I said no, there's no bronze there, unless there's a bronze above you somewhere, but that's not usually typical. Bronze, no silver, no gold, no platinum, no platinum, no platinum. Okay, well, where's that stuff going? In this little pile. For up to later. And that's where it starts to get sexy. Is what that later means. Honey?
I like sexy.
Later. I'm so bad. I'm so wrong.
So sexy.
Okay, so let's just say that gets set over there. Now, obviously, in another scenario, if there's a bronze, on that first pass, it pays the bronze. If there's a silver, it pays the silver. If there's a gold, it pays the gold. If there's another gold, not this gold doesn't get both gold. On the rank thing, you get 1 bonus per pass. Except for these, you can get this, and you can get Well, you could get your rank, or you could get this. Let's say if you're this, you get this, and you might get, if you're a diamond, you're going to get the diamond and this if it just happens to be the same exact match. But in the first pass, it looks for exact matches. But it doesn't pay if you're the only gold. It doesn't say, oh great, you're gold, you get both the golds. It doesn't work like that. A lot of compensation plans do, and you get this bunching up, and not always the right people get the money. And that's frustrating for your upline, and you are the upline, you know what I'm talking about. But it'll pay you one. If there's 2 golds, it'll pay the first one here. Then as it looks up the tree, the enrollment tree, it'll pay the next one. If there's a platinum, it'll pay the platinum. If there's another platinum above that platinum, it will pay them that platinum bonus. And when the lights go out, you just keep pointing, and magically turns it back on again. And so that's how that works. Is that kind of clear? That's pretty good. Just keep doing that. So you can see, now it'd be great if we could pay 4 levels of diamonds, or 5 levels of 1-star diamonds, or if you are, you know, a crown diamond, you got a bunch of crown diamonds underneath you, and you got 1 million people active in your downline, and you got 1 million kits sold that month. Wouldn't it be great if somehow we could pay like 4 levels of crown diamonds? It's all of you who want to be crown diamonds, say yes. That would be great.
Royal crown diamond.
There you go. Well, the beautiful thing about this super sexy compensation plan is it could pay 5 levels of crown diamond through the multi-pass system. So keep your thinking cap on here. This is going to be exciting. Okay, so you get that though. It's looking for exact match on the first pass. Everybody said it looks for an exact match on the first pass. In the rank bonuses, it only pays you 1 bonus per pass. In the rank bonuses, it only pays 1 bonus per pass. If you get that, this whole thing will start to make sense to you as you talk about it amongst yourselves and here. It'll all start to make sense. That's the thing that most networkers are not going to get, because not many plans that I know of do that. Okay, so now let's just say I'm giving you the high-level overview of this plan. I want to show you how the diamonds and above can make some good money. And you're saying, well, what about the little guy? The little guy is right here, man. They're making some money.
Yeah.
But I tell you what you got to do to have a big company. You got to have what? A large,
Full-time.
full-time middle class. You need the people, the 2 or 3 or 5 million people, how many it ever was during the real estate bottoming out. These people are facing losing their homes. Millions have already lost their homes. They're trying to rebuild. Not only is their job gone, but their whole career's gone right now. There are careers that have disappeared in the last 10 years. And they're moving overseas, and guess what? They're never coming back. The world's changing. It just keeps moving. We've got to move with it. But these people are good people. They're hardworking people, and they're stuck. And if we can get 1 million or 2 million or 3 million of those folks, they're hardworking, they're dedicated, they're caring individuals. They just need a break, and you're the break. Right? Let's get them some money. Now, we don't know exactly where that's going to be, but we kind of, with the help of the leaders, guessed that the best way to target it is to the diamonds. But you might have people full-time as platinums, right? But the reality is, if you're a diamond, shouldn't it mean something?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It should mean something. Diamond's a precious stone, and we better have some diamonds that are making some friggin' money.
Yeah.
They better not be working part-time at Starbucks, and you walk in and you see your diamond working at Starbucks because they're making $2 grand a month, or $3 grand a month, whatever, I don't know. We don't want struggling diamonds, and not all of them are, but we don't want any. We want our diamonds making some friggin' money.
Yeah.
We want you full-time. We want you all in. At that level, you've learned something, you've done something noteworthy, and we want to make sure you're making a full-time living, and you don't have to straddle the fence. As Cindy said, it's really uncomfortable. Depending on the fence, it can be really painful. And for most of you, it's that fence. It's the one that really hurts when you sit on it. And you're stuck between your job and your family demands and needs, and you're sitting there doing life for 60 hours a week, and you're stuck on that painful fence, there's blood everywhere, and you don't know how to get off of that thing. Ew. The nurture said, ooh. The promoter said, ew. He said, ooh, and they say, dude. That's what I need is some superlatives and some adjectives. Some drama. I need some blood on that fence. Oh, so out of my mind. So if you're a diamond or above, say diamond or above. And you enroll somebody. You make the enroller bonus, the $279 or whatever it is. You don't make these, because that's guaranteed to go to the people who are most likely, most involved in helping that happen in most cases. Right? We want those upline people that are supporting the enrollers to be taken care of, regardless of their rank. They had to be involved at some point, usually. So you don't get those. But if you're a diamond or above, you get this, all of this, and the first diamond bonus. Except for these two, and the ones that you have printed are in yellow. Look at them. Except for the ones in yellow, you get all the ones in the gray, you get the purple, and you get the first yellow. You get the diamond bonus, the enroller bonus, and you get all of these. Add it all up, and it comes to, what is it?
Is that the second pass, Dave, or third pass now?
First
Oh,
pass.
we're still first pass. Okay.
Hey, Dave?
Well, actually, that might be second pass. Yeah.
Yeah, so to clarify, let's just say.
Let's hold the questions, Thomas, just for a little bit. I've been flipped the sign of 5 minutes, and I got at least a half an hour to go. So, and I'm happy to cover this with you guys after and whatever, and we can do more of this. We're going to do a call on Monday night, introducing it to the whole field, and then we're going to do a webinar, I think, on Tuesday, whenever Alex schedules that. And we'll go through this again, and we'll have calls and calls and calls. We want you to know this thing. We're not trying to hide anything just for the sake of time. We got to get you talking about this before you go. That's where you're going to get your answers. This is just getting the information in. It's not going to settle until you talk about it. So we need you to be talking about this today and tomorrow. Okay, so someone asked, why do you do this? Because there aren't any bronzes or golds involved in the sale. Even if you're a diamond that has bronzes and golds in your downline somewhere, if you're the enroller, are they above this person that you enrolled? No. If you have diamonds, they're in another leg. Or if you have golds, or you have other things, people underneath you, and you enroll somebody, that's technically in the enroller tree a new leg. Now you may place them into an existing leg under these people so that they get the benefit when they start ordering products through the traditional plan. They'll make some money from that. But this is designed to put people who want to go full-time or who should be full-time as a diamond to put some money in their pocket. Somebody add this up for me. 18 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
144.
144.
If you add another one, that's 170.
Number, please.
144 for the.
What's the total number? You got this one, 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 this one.
423.
How much?
423.
423. If a diamond is sitting at $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, and you need to make $5,000, $6,000 a month to be full-time, how many would they have to sell to get there?
10.
If they're sitting at 3,000, let's say they're sitting at 3 and they need to make 5.
They need an extra 2,000. They just need 4.
You sell 4 of them.
4.
If you're a diamond and your heart is set on this, is it possible for you to learn how to sell 4 of these things a month? And make an extra couple grand a month? Is that okay? Right? That's going to put you over the edge. That's going to give you the time to spend time with your downline. Platinums, the reason why it wasn't platinums is because in the traditional plan, quite honestly, you can be a one-leg wonder pretty much. You could sign up a chiropractor that sold all of this stuff, and you got maybe a couple people signed up, but not really doing much. You got your 100 BV, and what you get is a title. Platinum. Did I get that close, guys? Yeah. That doesn't mean you are a great leader. No, a lot of our, and I would say nearly all of our platinums are great leaders, but some of them just have all the work being done by people underneath them. And they're platinums for it. But if you're a diamond, you didn't just get lucky with one person. You had to at least do it with 2 people. And that's where you start to identify if you're a leader or not. Can you replicate what you did the last time? Right? So that's why we chose diamonds. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Well, maybe if I'm a 1-star or 2-star, do I get everything between here and here? No. You get everything from here to here. If you're a crown diamond and you enroll somebody, what do you get? Everything from here to here. If you're a 3-star, everything. It's 10:35 a.m. You get everything from here to here. If you're a platinum and you enroll somebody, what do you get? You get this, and you get this.
David, we can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just go
If you're a platinum and you enroll a kit plan, what do you get? You get this, and you get this. Where did the rest of this go?
The pile.
Pile of money.
Now, you might, as a platinum, get a couple of those chunks in the other passes. So we're not cheating anybody. But once we have that pile, we're going to start evenly and fairly, say fairly, and evenly, distributing that money throughout the ranks. This is beautiful. This is going to cure a lot of problems in our industry. So, but at the diamond level or above, we're saying if you're not full-time, we apologize. You need to be full-time. We need you. We need your heart. We need your wisdom. We need your knowledge. We need your experience. We need you helping your team because you're more than a one-leg wonder. What do they call those birds? Flamingos. You can call them in network marketing. They're a flamingo network marketer. They got one giant leg, and that's all they stand on. They spend the rest of their life trying to get this other leg to go down. It doesn't go deep enough. It keeps coming back. What are you laughing at? Stop it. You're making this happen. You got it. Okay, so we want you to be full-time. That's what this is designed, to create a large middle class in life force. You go out to Lansing, Michigan, or Detroit, Michigan, where they've stopped trying to sell houses. They can't even give them away now. They're taking bulldozers and they're mowing them down. They're getting rid of them. Nobody has any money to buy a house for $10,000 right now. And even if you did, it's a bad investment because right next door, they're trying to give it away and nobody wants it. There are people whose lives in the last 10 years have been devastated. It might not be you, but it's somebody. And if they come into this business and they're working their behind off, and they're doing what they got to do to get to the ranks, and they hit diamond, and they're not full-time, we as a community have an ethical problem. That's not right. Or let's not call it diamond, let's call it emerald. But let's make diamond mean something so that when you hit diamond, you know that means I'm full-time. I'm making $5, $6, $7, $8, $10,000 a month at a diamond level.
Yeah.
I know I don't understand the comp plan. This multi-pass thing, I'll figure it out when I'm a diamond. But by God, I know how to make some money from that thing.
Yeah.
All I need to know is if I do this as a diamond or above, I get all of this, and this, and this, and I'm moving, man. I'm making a life. I hate selling, but I believe in this company. I believe in this product. I believe in changing lives. I'm going to go out and I'm going to sell 10 of these a month if I have to. And I'm going to make $400 and some times 10. Just from that. Forget everything else that you're making money on. The other 2, 3, 4 grand, whatever. Man, you can make a living doing that. You feel me?
Yeah.
You understand? You can make a living And you better be making a full-time living. It's not your fault if you're at a diamond and not making a full-time living. I'm sorry, the truth is, it's our compensation plan. I know I'm not supposed to say this stuff, but nobody's ever put a muzzle on me. Thank God Margie and Alex and all our executives and our leaders have said, we're just going to wind him up. We have no idea what this guy's going to say. But we know if we get him up there, he's going to sing or do something, and something's going to come out, and they trust me because they know my heart's right. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I don't get paid any extra for saying happy things or sad things to you. I'm just going to tell you what you need to hear. The problem is, if you are not making a full-time living as a diamond, it's the fault of our compensation plan. This is not meant to replace it. It's meant to augment it. It's meant to supplement it. We're not saying get rid of the traditional plan. If you love it, fantastic. This is designed to help people get where they want to go when they need to get there. Right? You don't want your car to arrive at the destination, your rank, and you and your family are somewhere back 1,000 miles and you don't know how your car got there. But you're not there. You're struggling back at the McDonald's trying to figure out how you pay the bill. That's not cool to me. I'm sorry. That bothers me. And it's nobody's fault. It's not the company's fault. It just happens. And you guys deserve to be full-time at the diamond level. Say amen if you believe that to be true. The reason why we didn't make it all of these, if you're down here, is because by this time you should be full-time. At that point, we got to start taking care of the people that helped you get there. We need some big baller paychecks in this company.
Yes.
I've seen checks for $500,000 for 1 week. And I don't see those things here. And if you think you're going to get some of the best network marketers in the world to show up because you show them a $3,000 check some month, they're like, dude, that's my dinner. What are you talking about? I mean, these cats live in friggin' mansions. And I'm not talking about, 5,000 square feet or 6,000 square feet. I'm talking about 50,000 square feet mansions. There's a friggin' lifestyle in this business that if you got a compensation plan that's sexy enough to draw the right kind of people, and now we've got one.
Yes, sir.
And we've needed it really badly. Because there's some people in here that if you had $1 million, I bet you'd do something really good with your life, wouldn't you?
That's right.
And it's not the money giving it away. Listen, you can give away that $1 million and it doesn't mean anything better. You know why you need to make $1 million a month in this business? Because you can't make $1 million a month or a year in life force without changing a lot of lives. I don't care if you take that money and go start a bonfire with it. You don't have to give it away to be valuable. By getting the money, you changed millions of lives.
Yeah.
We need some big ass paychecks. Yes, sir. In this company. And we're going to start getting them. Okay, but at that point, if you're here and you sell one, be happy with this. You probably didn't do it because you needed the money, but now it's going to start floating to the upline above you because we need to start getting some paychecks to draw the big hitters, to bring the tens or hundreds of thousands of people with them. Okay, so first pass, it goes through, looks for exact match, it goes through all of these things, and whatever it doesn't find, it sets on us over to the side. Now, second pass, and I'd have to check with Kevin on the second pass. I think he does all of this exact match stuff all on the first pass. But the second pass, with respect to rank, the way that it works is let's say a platinum sold one of these kits. Sorry guys. A platinum right here, this middle platinum, there's a platinum below them. No, let's say it's this platinum, a platinum that sells it. They get this and they get this. But there's a bunch of stuff set over to the side because none of this was paid out. And there's some gaps here too. So what happens is it takes the lowest rank and it says who in the upline is closest to that rank above. And it says, oh, well, you sold it, you got your platinum bonus, you got your enroller's bonus. We need to pay a bronze to somebody. And remember, how many bonuses does it pay in the first pass?
One.
One. It's going to say bronze. Super. Bing. Right there.
Nice.
Okay? And then it's going to go up, and it's going to start looking for who are the other platinums, and down, and it's going to start doing this. It's going to try to pay as many of these as possible to this platinum. But if it gets down to where it's only got one pass left, and it's got, you've got two, say these two left over, and some of these people have only gotten one, or maybe there's a fourth level of diamond there. It's going to pay them. There's no such thing as a fourth level 1-star diamond payout, but if there's money left over there, it's going to start evenly distributing it between anybody in the upline that's purchased a kit in the last year. So it doesn't matter if there's 3 levels of diamonds underneath you and you're getting blocked by everything else in our business. If there's some of this stuff left over and you're the 4th 1-star, you're going to get paid just like everybody else. And if it's one of these cats that does the enrolling, it's going to pay all of these things right here to here, and it's going to divide it between these people. And it just keeps going, and evenly. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. Everybody. Is there more left over? Let's do another pass. Let's see who gets it. Next closest rank. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, still got a couple left over. Bing, bing. The people who are closest to the work will probably end up being the ones that get a little bit more. If some get 3 and some get 2. The ones that got 3 are probably the ones that were closest to the activity. We're assuming that maybe they were leading a boot camp. Maybe they were on a phone call doing 3-ways with them. Maybe. We don't know. It's a big guess. It's an educated guess. But we are inclined to believe that the people that are closest to the sale were involved. So if there's 2 of them left and they're low enough in rank, it will never pay a diamond bonus to a platinum, ever. So if it exhausts the ones below platinum, if you're a platinum and there's 2 platinums left over, you're in the mix for getting one of these, and even these, because these are platinums and you're a platinum. If there's no other platinums above them, then it's looking for the exact match or closest. Right? So you can end up getting 2 or 3 of these things. So you still win, but it's going to evenly distribute it. But let's say some get 3 and some get 2. The ones that get 3, if the sale was right here, the ones that get 3 are probably going to be right around here somewhere. Now that might not matter to you, but in a growth model, when you've got a lot of activity, man, you want to make sure that those people leaving boot camps are making some money. Who wants to make money from this business? Yeah! Listen, the company, Margie, Alex, John, Ian, the whole Life Force team, your leaders, their hearts are breaking for those of you who have not been able to make a full-time living. And they have endorsed this, they got behind it, they're excited about it, they helped create it. This is for you. They want you to win. Can you stand up and give Margie and the executive team and your leaders a big round of applause? Thank you, Michael and Crystal. Thank you, Alex. John and Sheila, we love you and Kevin for your genius. Paul Devlin, Mike Truentrant, all of these incredible leaders who are a part of making this magical system. There is nothing, to my knowledge, there's nothing like it in the industry. This is a sexy deal, and it is ours.
Yeah.
And it's called the Success Kit. What kind of a compensation? Do you love multi-pass now?
Yeah.
Make it your best friend, baby, because it's going to take good care of you. All right, God bless you. I'm done.
It's going to sit down. Thank you, David. Come on.